My mom had like these photos, these like photo shoots, and she was wearing this black and white kimono with like a red sash, and I thought that's so cute. It would be funny if I put like an animal in it or something. Have you ever been asked the question, where are you from? And if you gave like a very satisfactory answer, then you were like left alone. But have you ever had the reaction like, oh, but where are you really from? Then that's when it gets really like, okay, this is getting weird. I've never personally had a problem with the where are you from question. It's just I think over some time I became more sensitive about it. And maybe because when I went to college, obviously in a very liberal school, you hone in on that specific context behind that question, and people are trying to be less like ignorant. But yeah, when I think of answers for where are you from, I think the anxiety for me is if I should waste this person's time to tell my whole life story, or just give them like, oh yeah, I'm from Virginia. This identity thing kind of, I've always been sort of, did I always need to label myself, or did I need to practice more how to explain my life story in a few sentences? So anyway, to start this video off, I just wanted to talk about a series of paintings I did when I was younger. And if you're new to this channel, hi, I'm Michelle. I am one of the artists of this channel. My brother Miguel is the other artist. If you have seen our work, you probably can start seeing the difference. I'm mostly a painter and he's mostly like a illustrator, so it's kind of cool that we get to share this channel together. You're probably wondering, why are you bringing up art from like years ago? You need to share like your newer work or like anything that you made recently. I don't like make art every day, and if I do, that's just because of work. I am paid to make art every day. My personal artwork, I try to find the free time for that. So this is just something that I thought would be cool to talk about, art that I did get to make when I was on my free time, which was years ago. And then according to a friend of mine, good art never expires. So here we are. Before I get right into it, I originally had like 4 paintings in this series, but I actually sold 2 of them to a private collector. That sounds really fancy, but it's just one of like mom's friends who, she's like the sweetest person, so I'm just happy to give my art to her. Right now I can just show you the 2 paintings I have with me. This is one of those paintings. It's the Air Force Eagle. And then the Navy Eagle. I'll just have the photos up here of the other 2. One of them is technically an eagle, but it's like the Philippine eagle, or otherwise known as the monkey-eating eagle. And I have that eagle dressed in a Maria Clara, like a traditional Spaniard dress that's very popular or well known for a traditional Filipino outfit. And then the other painting is a parrot in a Japanese kimono. I have no idea if parrots are like a thing in Japan, but I thought it would just be a cool color combination with the kimono that I was pairing it with. So those are all the 4 paintings. I originally did the parrot painting first as a joke because I was looking at my mom's old photo of our family photo where we were dressed in like Japanese kimonos and yukatas, I think. And this was when my family was stationed in Japan. So my mom had like these photos, these like photo shoots, and she was wearing this black and white kimono with like a red sash. And I thought that's so cute. It would be funny if I put like an animal in it or something. That's not no animal cruelty or anything. No animal was abused in this. So yeah, I did that painting first, and then the second painting was actually of my dad, based on my dad's Navy photo. I put him as the American eagle because obviously America, we're represented by the bald eagle. I had those 2 paintings, and then I realized, I think I should make more. Like this idea clicked in my mind to make more paintings with the bird in clothing type. So then I made the Filipino eagle in the Maria Clara outfit. And then the fourth one is the Air Force one, and that one I made when I actually painted that painting when I was selling my art there. I had a table with my brother, and we used to sell art at the Navy Exchange, which is like a mall for military friends and family only. As I look back on it now, I definitely had these paintings represent a part of my identity, and that was something that I got to like explore when I was making these concepts. So I came across this concept again when I picked up a graphic memoir by Malaka Gharib. It's called I Was Their American Dream. Definitely recommend get that book. It's really cool because I think that was the first time I've ever came across a story like in a book form, graphic novel book form, where it actually talks about the Filipino experience, at least half of it, because the author is 100% Filipino and 100% Egyptian, so it's like a cool combination. At one point, the author talks about when she was younger and lived in like the West Coast, she was used to that question of like, where are you from and all of that. And then when she went to college in the East Coast, that's when she learned or understood the context of that question and how it could be taken in a really weird way. I totally felt that when she said how it's something that she loved to answer. Like, it's one of those things, like, I wouldn't mind if someone asked me that, because I love to talk about my different cultural backgrounds, you know, like that's always so exciting, especially if you're coming from like a diverse community in the West Coast. It's always just fun to have those conversations. And then I guess in the East Coast, because I definitely have grown up in Virginia. Going back to the concept of where you're from question, I totally felt that because I was like, at some point I loved that question being thrown around, and I even loved the guessing game, like, oh, can you guess like what Asian I am? And at some point people here just don't care, you know, like it's kind of like a weird, like, is it ignorant or is it not ignorant? Am I the ignorant one to make people feel uncomfortable to guess my Asianness? So going back to my paintings and like what each of them meant for me, so to answer where am I from, I would say, like, in the quick way, I would be like, well, I'm a Filipino, Japanese born American citizen. That would be a really nice answer, but I never got to use that before, so now I know. The military eagle represents my military background. I'm not in the military, but my father was, so I was considered a military brat, and that's just an endearing name for people, for children and kids and teenagers who basically grew up with their families being stationed all around the world. The Japanese parrot is because I was born in Japan, and that's where my dad was stationed as well, so it's all like kind of connected in that way. And I'm 100% Filipino, but yeah, my parents they came from different regions, so not in the same town or anything, and they have different dialects, so that's kind of cool. That's just one of the reasons why they never taught me Tagalog. Thanks for listening on cultural identities and stuff. So I will be talking more about my other old paintings, and those got some interesting stories that I can tell. So I'll see you around. Bye!